candidate, um, but you don't want another one to win, you can vote for a third
Yeah.
person to compete. Um,
It's very interesting, though. I mean,
Yeah.
I am so far not too liking it because I just felt it was kind of unfair that some people who did win the popular vote didn't win the election. So, and I don't know enough about it to know if that matters. So let's go
Yeah.
on to something we know more
well, what
about.
about Janet Riley though? Nobody seems to like her.
I love
Hasn't she
Janet.
run like for office?
Janet,
times?
this is her second campaign. It should be pointed out that her husband's a very well known and
He ran for mayor.
active. That's right, but I don't know how. Well, it was serious, wasn't it? He spent quite a bit of money on that.
Because I think wasn't he running against Brown?
Yeah. Janet, I don't know too much about Clint's political philosophy, but I believe that he's what you might call a progressive Catholic Democrat, if that makes any sense at all. I mean, I think that he was a priest, I believe. Janet is really smart. She was a news person, actually, I believe an anchor, and she also did PR for Mervyn's.
That's the other proposed Target site. If
I
they
know.
could,
I know.
just
But most of all, my relationship with Janet goes to Shanti and several of the nonprofits that she's very involved with.
Mm-hmm.
She did get appointed to the Golden Gate Bridge District Board, which is kind of a plum. That's a political plum.
Mm-hmm.
And she was on the film commission or film something to do with film. It's a kind of another plum
I
with
keep
Maurice
thinking about
Kanbar
that-
and George Gund. And,
I keep thinking about the Catholic progressive thing. That's so confusing to me. What does that all mean?
well, maybe liberal Catholic that don't interpret.
So anal sex, but but only on Tuesdays or
You
something?
can use a condom on
We can all
on
use
your day
condoms
off.
now. The Pope said.
No, we can't.
Well, he said everyone. He just gave up. He said, "All right, fine." He
Did
had
he
one
really?
on. He had one all the time.
That was on his nose.
Well, he did. At first, it was just male prostitutes.
Seriously? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just a couple of because he has a book coming out.
No.
Yes. the
Oh, he
Pope-
just wants more fancy little shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Who's his shoemaker?
Oh, Geppetto.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, but at first it was male prostitutes can wear condoms. Now I don't know who told him that.
Well, his
His little black book. I
his
think.
tight advisors.
And then he said, "Well, maybe everyone should use them." I don't know. Because then then the argument was, okay, well, there aren't a lot of male prostitutes running around in Africa where the HIV
That's what I
rate
had
is.
heard. Where the kind of the mild uproar came out was
Yeah.
that where the disease is worst. He kind of
Yeah, well,
said no.
Of course, he lives in a small little world where they have male prostitutes.
But I mean, I wonder. I mean, do you think that might be Catholic birth control? Let them die. Let them kill themselves.
Well, without condoms.
Yeah.
Oh.
Without contraception,
Yeah.
without education,
God, those people.
other than Catholic education.
God
At any
help
rate,
them.
I'm going to get into something that I don't want to get into, so
Well, all right.
I'll drift away. Now,
Okay.
what do you think? All right, Raphael Mandelman,
Yeah,
a candidate we both seem to like very much.
he was arrested with me. I think I talked about
You
that.
went to
last time.
jail, yeah. You went to jail with him, I believe.
Well, we never quite made it behind bars.
Oh,
We were in a pen, like a taped-off area.
holding cell, maybe.
Well, yeah, it was hot that day. We were outside in the parking ramp at 850 Bryant. It's the closest I've ever come.
You want in. I know you've wanted in for years.
Yeah.
What about mental institutions? Have you made it into one of those yet?
I can't talk about that on TV. No idea who's watching this.
Do you do that infamous 13 step? I know, let's talk about something a little more civilized. What kind of feedback do you get from the column?
Not enough.
Well, but when you whatever the feedback is there a tone? Is there a
People seem to appreciate my sense of humor. I do get that, which is good. I mean, that's kind of all the feedback I need.
yeah, and you do have a great, vivid sense of humor.
And people, will share it around. I mean, trying to get more information. I don't know how all that works. Like how do they read page views and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, you have to. It's marketing basically, and most
Google
of these guys
Analytics.
market themselves. Yeah. So, what's the title of the column?
Well, it's I'm the queer columnist for SF Weekly's blog, The Snitch.
The Snitch.
Which is one of 3 blogs run by Weekly. It's the news blog. There's also a dining, food, restaurant blog and entertainment. I don't know what they're called.
Okay, no, it doesn't matter
because I'm
yours.
the snitch, right?
Yeah, but are you the only snitch, or is the snitch cover the news?
I get to write once a week.
Okay.
Sometimes twice, depending what's going on in the
Okay.
world. But Joe Eskenazi does a great deal of posting daily and local interest stories.
Excuse me.
Are you all right?
I breathed in. Wrong.
Oh no.
Talk.
Well, and other contributors, Matt Smith, Lauren Smiley.
Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy him. I've been reading him for years.
In fact, I think it's Lauren Smiley who wrote about the film 127 Hours that just opened at the Embarcadero Theater last week, and apparently a couple people passed out.
Because of the awful.
It sounds terrible.
Him tearing his leg
Right.
or his arm off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to see it because of that.
Well,
You know.
well, I mean.